racing fans. We are back at the home track, Dark Side Raceways. And I got the Pinky, as I mentioned, set up as a ghost car. If you don't know how to do that, you basically hit the code button, turn on the unit, get power on, hit code button twice so the second red light lights up. Then you click either speed controller with the red button, either on these are stock Carrera wired. The wireless have the same button, and aftermarket controllers also have a button. Sometimes it's on the back, sometimes it's on the front. You'll see that the ghost car goes at the speed that I set it at, and we'll just run that, and then you race against it. So I went ahead and did that code, code twice, second light, and got this one set up. Then I took the Ferrari, and I had to watch for the lane changes because he's tricky. Yep, took the Ferrari, coded it to the other controller, this one over here, mine, so I can race. Oh, he switched lanes. There he goes, he switched lanes back, okay. So I can race Pinky with the Ferrari, which obviously, you can beat the computer. It's good practice, but you see how he randomly changes lanes. Little Pinky goes back and forth anytime it wants. So you gotta be careful that when you're coming up to that, you don't crash, you don't hit the ghost car from behind. So just hit the code button once, and that codes the controller to the car. So I did that with the Ferrari. Then I put Pinky on and hit the code twice to set it up to be the ghost car I could race against. So it just changed it to my lane. So now I either got to switch lanes, or he did, he switched lanes. There we go. Just lapped him. Very cool. Woo! Yeah, that Ferrari is fast. Pinky's fast too. But again, it's speed limited by the controller. I was right behind it. I wasn't paying attention. So I'm going to change. Oh, I missed it. I missed the lane change. Oh, we both changed. Great. I'll stay. Okay, he changed, so I'll stay. There you go. Now it's got you. Oh, it changed again. You little bastard. Ah, every time I switch lanes. Oh, and now I wiped out. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, you'll see the ghost car would just run and run and run. So, if you don't have guys who live close to you or whatever, my two buddies who race these cars, well, the one's new to the hobby, he hasn't even bought the set yet, but the two guys who I'd invite over to run are way up north, 9 hours north. I'm down south in Pattaya. So this ghost car thing is amazing. And everything I did for Pinky, let me turn it off. Hold on. Oh, wow. Okay. Good brakes. And everything I did to Pinky, of course, I could do with I could do with the Mercedes, I could do with the BMW. And I'm not going to do an unboxing today. I did get a few things in the mail. I'll save that for later. But the reason that I've got the Nighthawk out, this is the MG. You see I glued the cockpit in. And when I say glued, I just used nail polish, clear nail polish. Now the Nighthawk I bought brand new old stock, even though it was a couple of years old, in the box. And it had flat spots, it still has some flat spots on the tires. And when I went to open it up for the first time ever today to see what was inside, to see if I had a plug for the motor so I could use a Carson chip, or I had to use one of the, just the chips, the boards that I bought, you can see it doesn't have any plugs. It's not DPR ready. I knew it didn't have the door, but it doesn't even have plugs on the motor. So that's going to be one of those chips that I bought. Where are they? Somewhere over here. Oh, here. Right there. So one of these chips with the lights, because the Nighthawk does have lights that came with it. Pretty cool. So this is going to get one of those chips with the 5 sets of wires instead of 4. The other car, Scalextric, I brought in is this Jaguar. Now it came from the factory with the skirt across the back, really sharp and aerodynamic, but the guy who owned this before me cut open the wheel well so he could put a fatter tire in there and actually sticking out over the wheel well, although it's doing it there barely and not there. So since he went ahead and cut it, I'm going to go ahead and get spacers and put the wheel out. If you're going to put it out there, you know, to get a little bit wider track. And that right there, what happened is like the screw receptacle broke, so I needed a much longer screw, and it's a very wide, deep hole. So I'm going to find a little O-ring, a rubber O-ring to go in the hole. But for right now, I just put a piece of cardboard so the screw head wouldn't slip down inside there. And there's the stock hole. That's, you know, much smaller screw in the front. But this thing has been bored out. It's huge. It's long. So I had to use a different screw. Now, I ordered today. Again, I'm not going to do an unboxing, but I did order lube, gear lube. I ordered gear lube from local Thailand shop and oil because I had taken all my Scalextric track and put it in plastic boxes, and let me show you what I'm talking about. It's we got in here. All those boxes right there. You see, I got boxes and boxes, over 100 feet of Scalextric track. Now that TV you're going to see again. That's the TV that came with the house when we rented it, and I'm going to use that for Smart Race. Because I'm an idiot. I said Race Master before for the software on my tablet and my phone. It's Smart Race. It's the Carrera product. I mean, it supports Carrera. They're independent as far as I know, developers. But yeah, Smart Race is the one I got that talks to the dongle. And I hooked that up and I put my cars in so far. And I got all that working. I'll do another video just on that today. I just wanted to show the ghost cars because, again, if you're flying solo like I am, I'm hoping that Roland winds up building a club track up near Chiang Mai. And I've been talking to the girlfriend about where do you want to go next year, even though it's a full year away, and she has said Chiang Mai. So we'll probably wind up going back to that area. My buddy Jonathan's up there. He's the one who's going to probably buy the NASCAR set, especially if Roland builds a club track. And, if Roland builds a club track, 100% guaranteed I'm moving back to Chiang Mai, because that would just be a blast to run these cars on a club track. But anyway, you see I got the pit lane in. I'll do another video with that. When I do the Smart Race video with my tablet, I don't know if I have the TV hooked up to the tablet or not, then I'll just show the tablet. I'll do show you the pit lane function too. Obviously you saw the cross lane that comes with the set. That was working fine because Pinky kept going almost every lap. He was switching just to show you he can. So I'm working on the Castrol. You saw I got the longer screw for it. That's a 30,000 RPM slotted motor. If you watched the channel for a couple of years ago when I started it, that was one of 3 cars that had that motor that my friend Jeffrey gave me, and he's the one who gave me a lot of that track too, that Scalextric track. Now, real briefly, I'll do the unboxing in another video, but just to tell you what all this crap is, I ordered tires first of all for the Carrera. You see I got a new guide for it, a different guide. That one was really rough, so then the back tire is off. I took calipers and measured it, and I sent it to Steve over at Slackcore Corner in America, and he mailed it to Jonathan when he was there visiting his family, and he's bringing it back to Thailand for me. The other thing is I got Carson Digital chips. I'll do an unboxing for that. You got to get one unboxing every every video, not just an update. So that's a Carson chip. I got two, and that way I can run two of my favorite Scalextric cars that have the door, the DPR door. And of course that's going to be, and you know, if you're new to the channel, just tuned in once I got the Carrera, you never saw this car. So this is my favorite, and the fastest, and the quietest, and the smoothest, and the one with the most grip. It ran on bad tracks with inconsistent power. You know, basically this car is my hero. I took it to Roland's, and it really ran well on his track, which is tight and clean, and didn't have any of the problems mine did. Now this car does have the door. I won't say the door. Here's a Jag, another Jag, not like the Castrol. This is more of a stock, and this has the door. So that's what I mean by the door, the DPR door. It's got a little plastic door with a screw, and that Carson chip basically replaces it. And you just screw off the door, plug this in to the motor. This has the motor. This means it has plugs on the motor, unlike the Nighthawk, which just has wires and you have to use a chip and solder it. This is plug and play. This actually has plugs on it, so it becomes a plug-in operation. You don't have to solder. And you basically just intercept the wire to the motor, to the leads, and then you run a plug to the leads, and you run the plug from this chip to the motor. So, yeah, I got the Jaguar. I've got probably 8 cars, Scalextrics, with this door. And so, you know, the Jag's the first, but it won't be the only. They'll share chips. But the Nighthawk will get it, because the Nighthawk, the GTE will get it and keep it. It's like I'm always gonna be able to run that car digitally. Here's some others I brought in, but they're not gonna get, I don't even check if they have a door. They're just some of the nicer Scalextrics I have. I bought new in the case, Camaro and a Charger. And remember, I have that badass Challenger with the supercharger too. And that's the McLaren that you saw last video. So that's the plan. I got 2 chips, so I can have 2 Scalextrics. I can get more in the future, or just use more of these chips, like I'm going to be using with the Nighthawk. And what else do I got going on? Oh, so anyway, I bought lube because I had left all those buckets up in Chiang Mai. I was actually going to try to sell the used Scalextric track. Wasn't able to sell it. Nobody wanted to give me 50,000 baht for my whole collection, which is, I don't know, $1,500. It's over 100 feet of track, grandstand, the Dunlop thing. I was going to give them some of the cars, all that stuff. And nobody bid, unsurprisingly. Scalextric's used track is not worth a lot of money. So I wound up storing it. The movers had it and they put it in storage. And I just asked the guy about 3 days ago, one of you guys coming down to Patty again from Chiang Mai, and he said, no, not this month. I was like, yeah, man. So I went ahead and ordered lube and oil, because my lube and oil was in my orange toolbox up in Chiang Mai in storage. Well, I got a message Friday or Saturday that there was a guy coming down to patio with a pickup truck, and he could bring my boxes today, and he brought them at noon. So I got my little tool set. Came my favorite screwdrivers, because I got my orange box, which just has my lube in it, the gear lube. It has the oil for the motor and the bearings. It's got little tools to clean the track. It's got the little whoa, easy. It's got the little specialty Torx fittings and stuff, and hex nuts, plastic cement, super glue, metal polish for the track, brushes for paint. There's your clear nail polish, which I use today. An X-Acto knife is in that thing. My Rambutan I open stuff with. So I missed that. That's when I went ahead and ordered stuff because I was tired of waiting. And then as soon as I order the gear lube, my stuff shows up. So it's very fortuitous because I didn't have many small screwdrivers, and the small screwdriver I had would not take the body. No, there's 6 of them on this car. Hey, one up front there, one in the back, and then 4 on the side, like most cars. So some cars have 1 in the front, 1 in the back, and some cars have 2 on each side. This has both. So literally 6 body screws hold this thing down. And they were rusted because it sat for so long in the case. That's why the tires had a flat spot. And I never took the body off the Nighthawk or the GTE because I wanted to run them stock out of the box, time it on my track once my track was done. Giggle, giggle, snort, snort. It was never done or running consistently. So I never opened them up, and because of that, I put WD-40 on the nuts, and it's still, because the screwdriver was too small, it just was going to strip it. So I waited, especially because I got the message that they were coming today with my stuff, and I got my little set of small screwdrivers that one of them fits perfectly. Took the body screws out, no problem. And again, I glued in this little silver exhaust piece. When I took it off, that fell out loose, so I nail polish removered it in, and then the same thing with this. Just put a rubber band around it so the little driver sits in there nice and snug. This I'm going to play with. I'm going to try different. It's a slotted car, and so I'm going to use that chassis and motor to play around with it. I'm going to chip it with one of these chips, and not with the lights, just a chip so it can run digital, and just kind of, see how fast I can make it, experiment with tires, experiment with guides, bunch of stuff coming. So I did get the Carson chips, I did get this, which I'll tell you what it is in a second, but I got a bunch more stuff coming. And when the guides come from America, I ordered some stuff from America, some stuff from Australia, some stuff from China, so all different shit's coming. When that comes, this will be the guinea pig car. This and the Ninko, if you remember the red Bulldog Ninko from previous videos, it's also going to be like a test car. So real quick, what this is a transformer power pack. Again, not doing an unboxing per se, but just showing you. It's a Evo Evolution. Carrera Evolution is their analog model track. So it's an Evo power and base, and comes with 2 controllers. So now I'll have 4 standard wired controllers. I did order a wireless dongle and 2 wireless controllers, but since I moved into this house, I've been having problem receiving packages. We're fighting right now, the company that delivers them, because I have 2 contested packages. One wound up going in the garbage. They put the package inside on top of the garbage can, and the garbage man didn't know. He just thought it was a box, and he took it and threw it in the compactor and crushed 2 brand new cars. Makes you want to cry. So I'm fighting with them. I already ordered the 2 cars back again, so they're coming. I'll do an unboxing when they come. But I mean, they were out in front of my house, but the delivery person, did not ring the doorbell. They didn't call us, nothing. So 2 cars got crushed, and then I got a wireless base and 2 wireless controllers, and that said delivered. And this was before I went down to the beach for a week, and it's
I never got it. They never called. So I put a camera. I bought a camera yesterday. Wireless camera works with the phone, and we can see now the delivery area. And we can go back and look, because I didn't know the cars were delivered until like 10 a.m. the next morning. They were delivered 6:30 the night before. I didn't know. Again, they didn't call. He said my phone was broken, and he tried calling us bullshit. But the garbage people we reached said, yeah, we did take the box. We didn't know it was something good, and they crushed it. So again, I ordered them. I got the 2 cars on the way. Again, and they're 132 scale Carrera Digital, and I'll do an unboxing when they come. The reason I bought the Evolution track is they make switches to go from analog to digital. Axle boxes, a very popular one right now. I looked it up online. It was like $250 US, something like that, which I'm okay with. But you have to drill a hole into the underside of your CU, and that voids your warranty. So I was like, yeah, I just got this set. Everything's working perfectly, as you saw. I really don't want to mess with my control unit, CU they call it. So I thought an easier, and I think it winds up cheaper. I'll have to look at what I paid for these, but I'm sure it's less than $250 US. A cheaper solution is just to get a piece of straight track, which I'll put it down there just before the car coming out of that curve. I can put the cord over there, leave it unplugged, of course, not powered up, and it's just an extra piece of straight 95% of the time when I'm running digital. However, when I want to, I can unplug the digital completely, take it out of the plug, so there's no accidents, no mishaps, nobody turns it on by mistake. So no power to the digital base, and then I can plug in this guy over there by the plug and run analog. Now, of course, pit lane doesn't work, the crossover doesn't work. You can't run ghost cars, you can't run a pace car, what they call a safety car, pace car, same thing. None of the cool things that make digital fun, like 6 cars on the track at the same time. When you go back to analog, it's back to like when I was with Scalextric, where it's 1 lane, 1 controller, 1 car. But still, I got a lot of these cars that I don't necessarily like. My Corvettes. I love Corvettes. I collect Corvettes. I got probably 6 Corvettes. I'm not going to chip them. They're not race cars. They're cars I like. So I'm going to keep them analog, keep them stock, Scalextric analog. And that way all I have to do to run them is the guides. I mentioned I got guides coming. The reason is if you run a stock Scalextric guide on a digital track, it could break the switches in the pit lane. Well, yeah, even in the pit lane, because even if it's going straight, it could catch that switch and break it. And same thing over there. And the last thing I want to do is break either one of those pieces. So I went ahead and bought 6 slot invasion Scalextric to Carrera conversion guides, and I'll pop that in. Probably the 6 LMP cars, because I love LMPs, and those after the GTE, they were my favorite cars, was the LMP cars. So I'll pick my favorite 6 out of those, put the guides on them, and I can run them either analog 2 at a time, or I'll chip them, and that way I can run them digital also, which will be a lot of fun on this track. I'm really looking forward to running the GTE, which is a great car and ran great on Roland's analog track on this digital track. So that's the reason I bought the Carson chip, and these are made specifically to convert Scalextrics to work with Carrera Digital. So, and again, plug in, no invasiveness to the car, because I love that car. I don't want to solder, I don't want to cut the wires, and that's not a big deal, but it is to me. I want to keep the car as stock as possible. And no, I'm never going back to Scalextric, but I still don't want to do surgery on that car. I really don't want to do surgery on the Nighthawk either, but I do want to run it digitally on this track because it's also a cool car. And the other thing I got coming is a bunch of tires. Again, when my buddy, the NASCAR guy, was in America, I made a large order, probably over $100, and you know, tires go for $5 a set, and I spent over 100 on just tires. So a bunch of those are coming. I'll get them pretty soon. So that's it. I just wanted to get back into the groove. I missed my track when I was gone again. I know I did a video a couple of years ago. I said I was on this beautiful island and beach in Thailand and I missed my track, and it's true, I did. And I was thinking about my cars here. And again, I've got a little bit of a setback with the delivery services here. They're not doing their job and notifying us when packages come. So I have notifications turned on. I'm watching my emails every day, and now we have the camera, so that shit will stop real quick. That's it. Dark Side Raceway, or Scale Racing, Dark Side Scale Racing TV out. We'll see you next time, and I'll do a video on the pit lane function, and I'll go ahead and put this track in. Again, it just acts like a straight right now, but you know what its purpose is it gives me the flexibility of running analog on this track without damaging the CU.